So, hello everyone. If you are looking to set up an e-commerce store locally to test or develop before going live, then you are in right place. In this video, we are going to guide you step by step through the process of installing PrestaShop on your local machine using XAMPP. This guide is perfect for beginners and experienced developers alike. So, whether you are starting fresh or want to refine your skills, let's dive right in. First, we need to install XAMPP, which is a free and open source cross-platform web server solution that includes PHP, MySQL, and Apache server. Open your web browser and search for XAMPP. Go to the apachefriends.org website. Now click on the download button for the XAMPP version compatible with your operating system. Once the download is complete, run the installer and follow the on-screen instruction. It is simple and straightforward instruction process. Just keep clicking next until it's done. Make sure to select Apache and MySQL when prompted as we will need this to run PrestaShop. After the installation is complete, open the XAMPP control panel. We will use this panel to manage our Apache and MySQL server. I already have installed, so I can select installing Apache. Open the XAMPP control panel from the XAMPP directory. Open control panel. Now let's start the Apache and MySQL server. Click on the start button next to Apache and next to MySQL in the XAMPP control panel. Once both services are running, the module names will be highlighted in green. If you encounter any errors such as Apache not starting, it's usually because another application is using port 18, which is a default port for Apache. Common culprits are Skypes or other web servers. To fix this, click on the configure next to Apache and select Apache htdocs. This one. Look for the line that say listen 80 and change it another port such as listen 8080. Save the file and restart Apache. If you encounter any errors such as Apache not starting, it's usually because another application is using port 18, which is the default port for Apache. Common culprits are Skype or other web servers. To fix this, click on the config next to Apache and select htdocs. Look for the line that says listen 80 and change it to another port such as listen 8080 and save the file and restart the Apache. Here, if you change this to another port like 8080 and save it, then it will fix. Now We need to download PrestaShop, the popular open source e-commerce solution. Open your web browser and search for download PrestaShop. The official website is PrestaShop.com. On the home page, look for the Get Started button. Click it and you will be redirected to home page. There are various versions available for your PrestaShop, but sometimes the latest version does not properly installing in your local system. So I prefer to download 8.0.5 PrestaShop, which is best for localhost. So download this version. If your system does not support the latest version of PrestaShop, download the zip file from GitHub. It is around 74.4 MB. So it takes some times depending on your internet speed. This zip file contains all the necessary file to set up PrestaShop on your server. Once the download is complete, locate the zip file in your download folder and right click on the zip file and select extract all. Now open this extract again this subdirectories zip file. Now after successful extraction, now we need to move PrestaShop to the XAMPP htdocs folder. The htdocs folder is where the XAMPP store all the files that Apache serves. Navigate to the directory where you install XAMPP, usually in C/XAMPP. Open the htdocs folder and here create a new folder, name it PrestaShop, or whatever you like. This will be the directory where your store resides. Now copy all the files from the extracted PrestaShop folder on your desktop and paste them into the newly created PrestaShop folder. So my files are in download directory and these are the all files. Now select all and copy and paste it into the htdocs directory and the newly created folder named PrestaShop. This process might take a few moments depending on the speed of your computer. Now comes the exciting part, installing PrestaShop in your browser. Open your web browser and go to localhost/PrestaShop. This will start the PrestaShop installation wizard. Ensure that your Apache server and MySQLs are running smoothly. You will be greeted with a welcome screen. Select your preferred language from the drop-down menu and click Next. The next screen The next screen will ask you to agree to the license and terms. Make sure to read through them and then click the box to agree and click Next. PrestaShop will now check your system compatibilities. Since you are using XAMPP, all the required PHP extension and server settings should be correct. If you see any warnings, follow the instruction provided to resolve them before proceeding. Here, one extension is not loaded properly, so we resolve the issue by going to Apache config.php.ini file and search for intl and simply remove the semicolon and save it, and now restart the Apache and MySQL server. Now refresh it. If you find any other extension is not loaded properly, so remove the semicolon from starting of this extension and save it and restart the Apache and MySQL server. Now you can show that PrestaShop compatibility with the system environment has been verified. Now click on the next button. Now we need to configure our store. Enter your shop name. I choose my store. Here we can choose activities. There are various activities like animal and pets, art and culture, Barbies, beauty and personal care, cars. You can choose one of them. Now select your country. You can enable or disable SSL. Currently we are in localhost, so we disable SSL. Enter first name, last name, email address, enter password. Re-enter password. click on the next button. Now PrestaShop here asks you some questions for installation of demo products. If you want to click on yes or no, and some modules. This is recommended for by default. Install all modules. Now click on the next button. Now here are the database configuration page. So configure your database. Uh, Here are the database name, database login, password. Test your database connection now. So here are no any database name PrestaShop. So attempt to create the database automatically. So database is created successfully. Now click on the next button. Now PrestaShop will now install the required modules and set up your store. This might take a few minutes, so sit back and relax. If you encounter any errors during this process, make sure your server settings are correct and all necessary PHP extensions are enabled. Once the installation is complete, you will see a success screen. However, there is a one more step before we can access our store. For security reasons, we need to delete the install folder from our PrestaShop directory. So open your File Explorer and navigate to htdocs directory inside XAMPP directory and open the PrestaShop folder and search for install folder and delete it. Now with that done, you can access the PrestaShop back office by clicking on back office manage your store. Or also you can access by simply going directly to localhost / PrestaShop / admin. Now enter the credentials you have earlier entered, whereas email and password. For back office, you can click here. For front office, remember these credentials because they are always asked whenever you log in. Welcome to your PrestaShop dashboard. Here you can manage products, views, orders, customize themes and configure settings. Before you start adding products, I recommended going through the basic configuration like setting your currency, tax rule, and payment methods. Navigate the international and localization to set your currency and payments. Payments gateways. Make sure to also check out the modules section where you can install various plugins to extend your store functionality. PrestaShop offers a lot of flexibility, so take your time exploring all the available options. Before we wrap up, let's go over some common troubleshooting tips. If your PrestaShop site is not loading properly, check if both Apache and MySQL services uh, are running in XAMPP. If you are facing database connection issue, double check your PHP settings. Ensure that your database name, username, and password are correct. If you encounter a 404 not found errors, make sure you have deleted the install folder and that you are accessing the correct URL. Where I am accessing directly by PrestaShop /admin, it gives page not found because by security regions the installation process change the admin folder name to for security regions. So you can also modify this, whereas I am setting is 123 for simplicity. And now we're going simply 123. This is the front office of our PrestaShop stores. Another common issue is missing PHP extension. To check which extensions are enabled, so go to the XAMPP control panel, click on config, and next to Apache, and select the php.ini file Search for the extension needed and remove the semicolon to enable them, and then restart Apache for changes to check effect. And that's it. And that's it all. You have successfully installed PrestaShop on your local machine using XAMPP. You are now ready to start building your online store, adding products and customizing it to your needs. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumb up and subscribe to this channel for more tutorials like this. If you have any questions or run into any issue, feel free to leave a comment below and I will be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our other videos on e-commerce development and web hosting. See you in the next video.